President Donald Trump tonight blasting the Department of Justice and Attorney General Merrick Garland for appointing a special counsel to now oversee 2 investigations targeting Trump.
At a private event tonight at his Mar-a-Lago resort, Trump called that decision to appoint an outside prosecutor, quote, a rigged deal. The
Attorney General named former federal prosecutor Jack Smith as special counsel who currently prosecutes war crimes in the International Criminal Court at The Hague. He's now in charge of both the Mar-a-Lago top secret documents case and the probe into Trump's connection to the January 6th attack.
As special counsel, he will exercise independent prosecutorial judgment to decide whether charges should be brought.
This move comes 3 days after Donald Trump announces his 3rd run for president, also while speaking at his Palm Beach estate.
Ari Height was at Mar-a-Lago for Mr. Trump's remarks tonight and talked with the former federal prosecutor about the decision to turn the cases over to that special counsel. Ari?
Yeah, former President Donald Trump talked at Mar-a-Lago here for about 15 minutes tonight, like you were talking about. He railed against the decision to appoint a special prosecutor. But that former Department of Justice attorney that I talked to earlier says appointing a special prosecutor really doesn't change very much. Former President Donald Trump was already scheduled to speak at a dinner at Mar-a-Lago Friday night, but given the announcement of the appointment of a special prosecutor, he updated his remarks.
Before we begin, I want to address the appalling announcement today by the egregiously corrupt Biden administration and their weaponized Department of Justice.
Trump called the special prosecutor appointment unfair and rigged.
I've been going through these investigations and hoaxes and scams from the day I came down the escalator at Trump Tower, and you'd really say enough is enough.
But former Department of Justice attorney Richard Serafini says the appointment of a special prosecutor really doesn't change much.
You know, it seemed like a prudent step, so I'm not surprised.
Prudent, Serafini says, because now that Trump is a presidential candidate and current President Joe Biden is expected to run for re-election, it's better to have an independent investigator.
As much as possible, it removes the taint of politics from it.
But politics is what Trump says this is all about.
We can't let them get away with it. We can't do it. We cannot let this happen to our country.
But Serafini says while Trump's presidential candidacy may impact who conducts the investigation, it does not affect the investigation itself.
You can't set out a rule that, you know, when somebody decides that they're going to run for president or senator or governor or deputy dog catcher, that they're suddenly immune from prosecution.
And I asked Serafini if he had any way to estimate how long these investigations would take, and he said, not really. There's no way to know when these will end or how they will end. We'll all just have to wait and see. That is the very latest reporting live on Palm Beach. Ari Height, WPBF 25 News.